Now with The Last of Us first season wrapping up, I thought I'd give my final thoughts on it as a whole. If you're asking whether I think the game is show's best, then I have to go with the former. I think the game is probably going to remain my favourite of all time for most of my life, and I thought it would be pretty difficult for the series to top this. However, the series started off really strong, and after those first 3 episodes, it crossed my mind a number of times that I actually thought that this was better than the game. The characterization, changes, cast, action scenes and drama worked really well, leading it to being such a strong start. However, I do feel as we got into the latter parts of the season that the formula became very clear, and every episode sort of slotted into us meeting a new character, having an adventure with them, and then watching them die. Happened across the board, and I think that the latter episodes sort of lost their variety. Though I enjoyed episodes 6 and 7, I think putting them back to back made it feel like the story was dragging a lot, and if you compare things to how those moments are handled in the game, there's a lot more variety. They broke things up with the infected and raiders attacking, whereas outside of the ones that popped up at the end of each episode, you didn't really have those dynamics. There's so many stellar infected scenes as well that didn't make the cut in the series, which I think is a shame because the clicker moments in episode 2 are handled so well. I wanted to see this translated to things like the hotel basement, the tripwire trap as they arrive at Bill's, the sewer escape, and pretty much every section of the game. In every episode, the thing they tended to cut was the infected moments, and I think that's probably going to be a turn off for general audiences who are sold on this being a big post-apocalypse show. There's probably people who've just seen the series that think, the game, it's probably going to be boring, but trust me, if you pick up and play that, you'll understand how much was missing. They did clearly lean more in towards the drama side of things, and whether that's for budget reasons or not, it did pale in comparison to me. I just felt like some of the things that I think of first when thinking of the game were exercised, and this was all in favour so that we could get more character talking moments. Now saying that, I think the last 2 episodes really went out on a high, and I think that the finale especially was really well done. I was worried when I saw the runtime that it wouldn't deliver, but it really did, and watching Joel walk through the hospital like that really struck a chord with me. I knew it was the wrong thing to do, but I was so glad that he was also doing it. The Last of Us is a complex show, and though it did falter at some points, I think this overall was a brilliant adaptation for what's a truly stellar game. Now if I'm scoring it, then the game for me is a 10 out of 10, with the show coming in at about an 8. Some brilliant moments in this, but yeah, to me it set a high bar early on, dropped off a bit, and then picked up at the end. So yeah, felt slightly short of what I was expecting, and if you haven't played the game, then I'm sure you enjoyed it way more than I did. I did still enjoy it, yeah, don't start kicking off. I'm just saying that when the source material is so good, it's difficult to not be like, well, I wish they did this. You know what I'm saying, yeah? And if you love the game, I'm sure you'll have so similar feelings. Anyway, Season 2 next, and that's going to be a very interesting one to discuss. We will be back for that, definitely, but yeah, huge thank you for rocking with me for the last 9 weeks. If you want something else to watch, we've got another Last of Us video on screen now. Can we forgive Abby? It's a big question, and definitely head over there right after this. But out of the way, thanks for sitting through the video, thanks for sitting through the last 9 weeks. I've been Paul, you've been the best, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.